Peace. Let's have a build on a mature individual who takes care of themselves, pay their own bills, have their own money, live their own life, and really don't ask nobody for anything, right? Because you take care of yourself. You establish, you have a foundation, you have your feet grounded, and you really just used to being independent, if you will. Now, what happens when your finances, what you draw your resources from, and when I say resources, I'm speaking about money, where you draw your resources from, is cut off. So that's been happening now for about 2 or 3 years in the country. And what that is people being laid off. So people panic because that reservoir of resources is cut off. And these are individuals who are used to being the breadwinners, taking care of themselves, making the money, paying the mortgage, paying the rent, paying the car note, paying daycare, going on vacations, having nice things, going to good dinners, nice dinners, fancy clothes. Now when that person is cut off from the financial reservoir, panic sets in. Statistics say that most of us don't have enough savings to maintain, and or we don't save at all. So when the person that's making a good chunk of money is cut off from the proverbial reservoir, they panic, right? Because their whole livelihood was connected to the job. So you panic. You think about what's going to happen in the next 2 or 3 months. How much money do you have saved up to be able to live and sustain your quality of living, your lifestyle? When is the next job going to come? When is the next job going to even compensate you to, at a minimum, what you was making at your previous employer? School clothes, birthdays, holidays, Christmas. You start going down a rabbit hole of all of these factors that if I don't get something soon, the situation is going to be bleak, right? We go down this crazy rabbit hole. Now, some of my previous posts, or people that know me, I always speak about being positive and the hell with a job. Of course, you work the job, you make good money, you be professional, you provide the service. But in the event that you get cut off, I'm basically saying, fuck it. You have to adjust, you have to adapt. I'm in that situation too. I've been in that situation for several months, right? But bitching and moaning isn't the answer. It's about adjusting. It's about staying on the grind and seeing this as an opportunity. You have to see the opportunity. I know that rent is due. I know your cell phone is due. I know your car note is due. I know your daughter's birthday is coming up. I know school is coming up, right? You got to get school clothes, school supplies. And what you're looking at is that I'm just spending resources and I have the bare minimum coming back in. If you're getting unemployment, the unemployment is coming in and that shit is show. It's not even a quarter of what you was making with your employer. Maybe it's about 10 or 15%. So that doesn't nowhere near equate to what you was bringing in before. So the common knee-jerk reaction is to panic, right? Anxiety. And then you say that you are on your grind and you're looking for a job and you're not landing nothing. And you trying with all your might not to accept something that's lower income than what you was making before. So months start to build up. And then you start thinking that maybe I need to take something that makes less, But even taking something that makes less They're going to cut the unemployment off. And then you're thinking that, shit, I can't even pay my bills if I'm making less. Meaning, making less than what you was making at your previous employer. So if you get cut off of unemployment and then your new job is making 65% of what you was making before, you're thinking like, hell, I can't even pay my fucking bills like that. Maybe you got to get 2 jobs, right? It is definitely a positive in here, some fucking where. You just need to find it. I can't tell you where I find the positive at, because we all have our own way of life, our own experiences, and so on and so forth. But you have to find the silver lining for you, right? And it is absolutely critical that you keep a positive mindset, right? You got to keep a positive mindset. And then you really working against the laws of average. You just keep grinding him out, and it's going to come together. Things definitely will get challenging. Things will seem bleak and it's dark as fuck, but that's life, man. It's ebb and flows. It's ups and downs. This is it, right? So it don't matter about Trump, Biden. It don't matter who the fuck in there. You got to just keep going. That's it. It ain't no other fucking answer. Because if you were the breadwinner and you was paying everything and you still paying everything while you're depleting your resources, you have no other choice. You got to keep fucking going, right? People depend on you. People depend on you to keep that roof over their head. People depend on you to put food on the table. And it ain't the fucking government's obligation to worry about you or me. You got to just keep grinding. A side hustle. Motherfucker say, I don't got no fucking skills. You know, I graduated from college to do X, Y, and Z, and that's what I got fired from. Now, you got some type of skills. Get your ass up out of that rabbit hole and that fucking anxiety bubble and that depression that your ass is in, and think about what you're good at. Don't matter if you don't do online and you like to scroll. Fucking learn how to do online, right? Fuck, that's what I'm doing. I'm just learning, right? I'm just going to grind this shit all the way out. There's no other option. And I'm going to enjoy the process. I'm going to enjoy the rejections. I'm going to enjoy the acceptance. I'm going to enjoy it all. Whether I got a smile, a smirk, it's all a part of the game, right? So this is a quick bill that I'm giving to anybody to give some inspiration to let you know that you're not alone. We all in this shit. I'm in it right fucking now, right? The same shit. But I'm telling you, man, stay on your square and continue to move forward. And shit is gonna line up. It don't rain all fucking year, man. The sun is sure to fucking shine. And when it shine, you be there to embrace it. That's it. Ain't no fucking magic. Ain't no fucking luck, right? It's laws of average. Every rejection, you closer to an acceptance. You closer to whatever you're trying to get to. You closer to that job. Just keep grinding your shit completely out. And be frugal. Watch the money that you spend. Because you can't spend like you was spending when you was at that job. Keep a smile on your face, man. We definitely gonna win. That's the bill, man. Peace.